Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem HaKadosh, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Yashawan, back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. Whew, that's a lot. So, just a quick update, if you will. This is World War III, folks. This is not World War II. Things have changed. Technology has grown exponentially. So the battlefield, right? The battlefield is sitting at home on your laptop, sitting at home on your computer. Okay. That is now behind enemy lines because things have changed. So we're going to take a little look at that with the lovable idiot Stephen Banoon from Israeli News Live. First, we're going to read Psalm 64:4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. They is the devil, right? Damn Edomites. And all of our enemies shoot in secret at the perfect. The perfect are the perfect are the elect of Israel, right? But Israel, suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not. So these devils are on a forever campaign to take us down. And they have ways and means today, which they didn't have 50 years ago. Okay, they got all sorts of, laser beams and directed whatever. They got heart attack machines and heart attack guns and, right? And what is it? Let's read this again. In the NIV, they shoot from ambush at the innocent. They shoot suddenly without fear. They shoot from ambush at the innocent, attacking suddenly and fearlessly. Shooting from ambush at the blameless, shooting at him suddenly and without fear. All right, so let's look at this. Where is he at? Where's Banoon? Oh, I didn't get him yet. Hold on. Slocky, bear with me. I gotta grab him. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this. Might be a commercial. All right, so governments, their secret technology to assassinate all of this. Assassinate what? The head of the president of whoever. It's what you do in war. Cut off the head of the snake, right? Israeli News Live, 1 hour. Let's just watch a bit of this and see where it goes. All right. Should be on War and Rumors of War Tuesday, but take it away. What's wrong?
Stephen Banoon here with Israeli News Live, and we lost our first recording of this. I'm really under a heavy attack this morning. Technology-wise, they are going after us
which is part of the war. Okay, there's something, Alex Jones, right? The name of Alex Jones' channel is Info what? Wars. Information Wars. So here's a perfect example. This guy is saying they're attacking me. How? Right? They're attacking his channel. They're sending frequencies into the house and da-da-da-da. Is he a conspiracy theorist? Or do these things exist on the modern day battlefield? Okay, I'm going to back that up and let him say that again. The lovable idiot Stephen Banoon claiming somebody's attacking him.
Banoon here with Israeli News Live, and we lost our first recording of this. I'm really under a heavy attack this morning. Technology-wise, they are going after us like crazy, and I'm not...
Because we're at war. Okay, this is part of World War III. Propaganda back in World War II, you have, remember Tokyo Rose, right? That was a psyop, and that was the technology. The other day we're on the radio and trying to get the GIs to quit, and it's a psychological operation. Fast forward to today, where you have the internet, and you got kids flying drones in Connecticut in their bedroom, and the drone is actually flying somewhere in the Middle East, dropping bombs on somebody. So the battlefield has changed.
Why? Because they know that we're on to them. They know that what we're revealing and what we're about to expose is going to be a major hit on them once again. We did a video for Patreon. It is uploading as we speak right now. I am working this evening on the one for Planet X. We'll put that out by late tonight. It will be out for you as well on Patreon.
Planet X doesn't exist. It's not in the Bible.
But the other one that I did on Patreon is very important as well. You definitely are going to want to view this information. I go into this article right here. Charlie Ward presents the Pyramid Code, TLS. That's the light system. If you recall, we exposed this group a little while back over on our Patreon channel. I have made that video public as of, well, no, that was actually made public 8 months ago. So 60,000 views on it already. Maybe it wasn't on Patreon to start with. But anyway, this group is becoming very, very serious group to deal with there. I have, even over on our Patreon channel, I talk a little bit about this video here by Mr. Red Pill. And Jason Shurka is involved, the very group that we exposed, with all these very big names. I can't even discuss it here on Israeli News Live with you, and so I have to kind of I'll do this over on iConnect. I'll be sharing that information with you very soon here. You'll get a 30-second clip here. You're definitely going to want to watch that video to see what's going on. Right now, though, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the technology that is being used that they call the Havana Syndrome. And I am not even sure who Jason A. is. This was sent to me, so I don't know anything about the individual or this channel here that shared it, but it's called the Havana Syndrome. And this is where they claim it's an unknown technology. Later in the video, that it is discussed that it is believed maybe a short burst of microwave technology, but these are pains that people are dealing with that are totally unexplained. And so I want you to hear a little clip of this right now, and then I'll explain to you what's really happening.
First suffered from dizziness, cognitive difficulties, even memory loss. A cluster of unexplained concussion-like symptoms first reported among American officials and covert personnel in Cuba back in 2016.
He remembers the first time.
And that night, all the dogs started kicking off in the neighborhood, barking, which is very unusual for them all to go in chorus.
He'll go into how it was like having a pencil driven into your head, etc., things like that. If you'll notice, though, it was about the officials in 2016 in Cuba in Havana. It was official, people of official capacity. They even had a journalist that went down there to try to cover this story. I forget exactly where that's at in here. And he, too, ended up getting attacked on there. Let me see if I can find this here. Let me just see.
As if I'd been seized by some invisible hand and I couldn't move.
Sanjay spoke to the CIA's first investigator into the situation, Dr. Paul Andrews, who himself became a victim when he traveled to Havana to investigate.
Okay,
This is a preview.
CIA investigator.
I think I went to bed probably around 11:30. I slept in my jeans and a t-shirt in case I had to evacuate quickly. And about 4:56, 4:57.
And that did happen. Now, you know what's interesting, though, of course, this is in 2016. We were also involved in covert operations going on as well against Russian diplomats, and many of the Russian diplomats were dying, many of them dying very mysteriously of heart attacks, in fact. I did this, and I think I just posted this video here a couple of seconds ago on our Stephen Ben Noon, under my actual name there, under that channel there. This is where I was disclosing the fact that remote viewing was being used as a way for assassinating targets. And
remote viewing is a weapon. Okay? Dealing with witchcraft and familiar spirits and, the spirit world, actually. So these things do exist, right? Witchcraft exists, and there are witches in the military. Okay, what's this guy's name? See if I can find it.
it had become very, I shouldn't say we, the U.S. government had become very successful in doing so. I talk about that in this video here. Later, I did another video, which I think we made available on YouTube already. I don't think that's a Patreon video. This was a Patreon video that is now public. But over half of those diplomats, and I think it was 2017, 2018, were targeted and killed as a result of using remote viewing technology. So there's some really crazy things going on behind the scenes, but they're never going to disclose to you what is happening and why it's really happening. Later, this video here also goes to show that how that this happened in other 96 countries around the world this has happened in, and that could be done too. Some of it may not be the same technology, but it could be that they try to do that to divert attention for what they're really doing. Now, is it alien or is it man-made technology? It is possible that it is certainly reverse engineered alien technology or alien technology that's been given to these different governments that they use against one.
Demonology. Okay, there are demons, right? That would classify as alien. There's demonic spirits, right? That would classify as being what people call alien. All right, got to keep that in. Are there such thing as aliens? No. Are there such thing as demonic spirits? Yes. Okay, so be very careful on that.
I don't really know the answer to that, but the point is, it's very serious. And of course, speaking of technology, that's what we're going to be talking about. Well, actually, we talked about that in the Patreon video that we just uploaded.
And these demonic spirits can deliver technological plans and things of that sort to these devils, these Edomites. They're in lockstep with each other. That's where they get their power, from the spiritual demon Satan. So is it alien technology in the way it is? Right? It's demonic spirit intelligence, right? And there's a certain amount of credibility to these things, okay? Going all the way to the top.
Check that out over on Patreon. That technology that also talks about pyramid, or not pyramid technology, but we talk about in there about the pyramid technology, electricity, some of the things that Mike from around the world just mentioned recently over on Paul's program, how you'd be able to charge your cell phone without having to plug it into a wall. Some of that technology is things that we have been disclosing for quite some time now, how that actually works, including the underground trains, etc. So I think you'll find that interesting, that information on our Patreon channel. And again, like I said, I'll come back to the other issue there. I'm under attack with our technology right now, so do pray for us there. And thank you for your support of the work we do here. And by the way, I haven't said anything in a long time about EMP Shield. And
Okay, now he's going to sell some shit. But anyway, who is, let's look at this real quick before I close. Who is this guy? Lieutenant Colonel ITC, let me see. LTC Michael who starts with an AQ, right? AQUINO. Now, we type in this name, let's see what comes up. Now, this is dealing with witchcraft, okay? Demonology, the American military, and if I say this phrase, see this guy right here, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Aquino, goes into the Church of Satan, goes into the Men That Stare at Goats, which is a program and a weapon. The Men That Stare at, remember that movie? Well, it has a foundation in truth. So let's search this. We're going to take a look at this guy. Images of Lieutenant Colonel. This is him. Let's take a closer look. Okay. Uh-oh. Who is this demon? Look at this demon. That's a straight up demon. Okay. There's your boy right there, the Negro. Is that Anton? Is this Aquino right here? Is that him? Lieutenant Colonel Michael Aquino in his military uniform. Okay. This dude, okay, when you get into, look at this, when you get into the Men That Stare at Goats, right? This is Michael Aquino in the Temple of Set. Is that him? Okay. You understand where this thing is? So going all the way, who is the commander of the WACs? Who is the commander-in-chief? Right now, Joe Biden is. So you can best believe if he's the head of the military and you got people like this, right? You got people like this in politics. You got people like this in the military, on the police force, fire department, all the way down throughout everything. These people are embedded, okay? These people are worshiping Satan, all right? All the way to the top. Who is Marina Abramovic? Okay, who are these people? And what are they doing at the top of politics, at the top of whoever's running the world for that matter? Okay, now, what is the Men That Stare at Goats? What is that? Men That Stare at Goats. It was a movie. Oh, it was a movie. See? Oh, it was a movie. But wait a minute. A movie involving what? The military. Wait a minute. This witchcraft, the Men That Stare, what is a goat? Right? Baphomet is a goat. Is he not? Look at that. I pet goat. Wait a minute. The Men That Stare at what? At Baphomet. Uh-oh. What's these goats doing? Huh? Where's Baffy at? Got to go back one to get to Baffy, right? Well, here's Baffy. Where's Baffy? Watch this. There's Baffy. Right there. There's Baffy. The Men That Stare at what? That's a goat. Right? Okay, let's go back. Can you get back? That's a Kino. Not gonna let me get back. Okay. Where were we? Men That Stare at Goats. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's bring it out. And then we'll go ahead and... So, you see, I type in Men That Stare at Goats, which it is a movie, but what is it about? Let's go here. Film, yeah? Let's look at the film and see what it's actually about. Plot. In short, prelude, U.S. Army General Dean Hopgood is painfully thwarted in his attempt to pass paranormally through a solid wall by simply running into it. Now, they're making a joke out of this. Let's read this. It's a film, right? It was produced by Clooney and Heslov's production company, Smokehouse. The film is a fictionalized version of the book of the same title. Now we're going somewhere, okay? Of an investigation into attempts by the U.S. military to employ psychic powers as a weapon. As a what? As a weapon. You mean like a bioweapon? Like a CV-19 in Wuhan, China? A weapon of war. You understand? Who? The it's an investigation into attempts by the U.S. military. Psychic powers. Where do you get psychic powers? From witches. New Age. The New Age movement. What's that? It's witchcraft. Okay. The dark side of its military application. New Earth Army philosophy. What is all of this? If you look into this, what it comes out to, look, like all shamans, this is witchcraft. All right, that they have actually refined, furbished. They furbished this sword. You understand? The sword is furbished. So they have successfully uh, uh, developed, what do they call it? Remote viewing, right? Let's go to remote viewing, all right? You see it? What is this New Earth Army thing? 1st Battalion. 1st Earth Battalion. Look at this. Vietnam, men who stare at goats. Beliefs. Cannon believed that army could be the principal moral and ethical basis on which politics could harmonize in the name of Earth. Huh? Warrior monk. Okay, so that didn't take us well. What did I want? Remote viewing. Okay, so you see where this is going, right? We got a Kino, remote viewing. Get out of there. Remote viewing. Remote viewing is the practice. You see this word practice? You practice witchcraft of seeking impressions about a distant or unseen subject, purportedly sensing with the mind. Typically, a remote viewer is expected to give information about an object, event, person, or location that is hidden from physical view and separated at some distance. And what they wanted to do was perfect it to the point where you can be in a room, you can go under hypnosis, whatever, you could go under, you could remote travel to a distant place and kill somebody and then come back. Okay. Understanding the science behind remote viewing. Okay. A psychic phenomenon. Remote viewing is witchcraft. That's what it is. And this is out of the Bible. Let no one be found among you who practices divinations or sorcery. Right? That's what the Bible says. Okay, so you see how this whole thing comes into effect. Let's look at this real quick. And Salakia for, being long-winded. Remote viewing is a form of clairvoyance in which people appear to be able to describe places, objects, that are too far away to be seen physically. The term remote viewing was first coined by psychic Ingo Swann, who could see objects great distance away when he said his spirit left his body. So we're already getting into what? Demons and angels, and traveled to their location. Other remote viewers say that they can receive information about faraway sites by connecting physically with someone located at the other site. In other words, by using telepathy as well as clairvoyance. In such cases, the remote viewer sits in a room and tries to sketch what the person at the site is seeing. Stargate Project goes into all of these other situations dealing with weaponizing or militarizing. Witchcraft is what it is. Okay? So anyway, these things are being used. I'm going to go ahead and see, suffer not a witch. How come that doesn't come up? Suffer not. Okay. Witchcraft is against the law of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Okay. Do not allow a sorceress to live. Sorcery practices, sorcery. Death is the punishment for witchcraft. Okay. But that's what this devil does. Stand now. Isaiah 47:12 will end it on this. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou shalt be able to prevail. NLT. Now use your magical charms. Use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Remote viewing. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you. I don't think so. That's the Most High mocking this devil, right? They're going to try to bring everything they got. Men staring at goats and Havana syndrome, all right? Hey, going into World War III is going to be very interesting, to say the least. So with that, we hope that the electorate edified you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.